child, let's sip this tea. Now, you guys, we all know that last night the VMAs aired and the tension was so thick you could definitely cut it with a knife. Now, the VMAs aired on the heels of all of this shit happening. Nicki Minaj releasing Queen and it not going to number 1. It actually did number 2. And she tried to blame Stormi and Kylie Jenner for actually tweeting Travis Scott album, and that is the reason why he was at number 1. So she was talking Cash Money junk on Twitter. This also comes on the heels of Charlamagne the God giving her Donkey of the Day. This also comes on the heels of her and Safari getting in a little Twitter back and forth that lasted for hours, and on the heels of Brooke and RAH Ali coming for her defense when LYNN sided with DJ Self, whom she's beefing with for no reason. By the way, Nicki Minaj is beefing with DJ Self for absolutely no reason besides the fact that he talks to Safari. But anyway, I already addressed it in a past video. So this comes on all the heels of that. Now let me tell you something. At the time, I was like, who the hell is this Brooke girl commenting? Because I don't remember her. And at the time, I was like, what does RAH Ali have to do with Nicki Minaj? So let me just give you a little fun fact. Nicki Minaj actually sponsors their little rip-off podcast show that they have, okay? I say rip-off because T.S. Madison already warned us that RAH Ali was trying to start a little podcast with her friends, and I didn't know nothing about it because I didn't go click it. I was too busy looking at the Queen's Supreme Court. Well, okay, let me break this down for you guys. Do you guys remember when T.S. Madison said that Kaya made them miss out on their Nicki Minaj deal? Nicki Minaj had actually DM'd T.S. Madison and was like, look, I want to work with you guys. Well, that deal fell through. Fast forward a couple of months, RAH Ali, the people who stole that Queen concept from T.S. Madison and Kaya, RAH Ali and her friend Brooke are doing a podcast and they're taking up for Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj is sponsoring them the same way Floyd Mayweather is sponsoring Hollywood Unlocked. Now, Nicki Minaj has been trying to get into the radio era, and she decided to do her own podcast. It's called Queen Radio, and this is the thing that she's been promoting for the past 2 weeks, okay? All her antics online, everything is, well, tune in to Queen Radio, find out. Tune in to Queen Radio. I didn't even think nobody was listening to her damn podcast until I seen that it was trending today on Twitter. But I hope that all of that tied in for you guys, okay? When Kaya did not respond to Nicki Minaj's, plea for wanting to help them get on the radio because she wanted to have like this little segment of going back and forth with everybody, with T.S. Madison and Kaya on her show, and they didn't want to fuck with her. Well, really, Kaya didn't want to fuck with her. So then she went off and got, the rip-offs, Brooke and RAH Ali, and that's why they were taking up for Nicki Minaj. Now, at the time, I was like, what the fuck? Like, why are y'all going so hard for Nicki Minaj? But since she's sponsoring their shit with this little cheap-ass background in the background, now I know why. So I say all that to say this. So the VMA Awards, like I said, the tension was extremely thick, okay? So RAH Ali and Brooke from Basketball Wives LA a couple seasons back, she beat up Jackie. That's what she's famous for. A couple seasons back, okay? Anyway, those two posted this video today that the Shade Room posted, okay? It was a clip from their podcast. Now, let me also say that they have been trying to get mentioned on the Shade Room for months. This is the first time that the Shade Room has even thrown them a bone to get their podcast out there at all, dog. So they posted this clip right here saying basically that LYNN is all mouth and no action, and they basically were right in front of her face and she didn't do anything, but was clapping all big and bad the other day on the Shade Room. I do remember my first time here. Now, of course, LYNN hit back and said, P.S. nobody said anything to me either. Now, this could be a two-way street, but if you are the one initiating the bullcrap, and if you are the one talking shit, then you should be the one to walk up to somebody and be like, what's up? What's up? Now, if I can remember correctly, LYNN didn't say anything to these two girls. These two girls, in defense of Nicki Minaj, kind of jumped down her throat, okay? And neither her nor Dime Piece really gave any kind of response. So all of this is just promo for their dumb ass podcast, okay? But it is never going to be like Supreme Court, so you guys might as well stop it. So this is a clip that the Shade Room actually posted from their little podcast tonight, where they basically was just calling out Mariah Lynn and Don Peace.
Right. And the thing about it is that Mariah Lynn was sitting directly behind us last night at the VMAs, and she looked down. She was quiet as a mouse. So that little video that she made with her friends once we left was something that she did once we were gone. Like, come on. I would really feel like a big bully if I even had to smack the shit out of her, because I'm much bigger than her. Like, wet, she's about 90 pounds. So,
and she didn't give any eye contact, nor did a couple of your other faves.
Exactly.
They kept their heads down and they kept their heads to the right.
And I'm not saying that I'm the biggest and that I'm the baddest, but the one thing about it is that if you in a room with people that's online talking shit all day long, it just goes to show you that when you're in that room, they're quiet as a mouse, because what they're doing is just looking for attention. Mm-hmm. They want attention. They want attention to people we're friends with. They want attention from us. And I'm not giving it. Like, it's...
So it didn't stop there, okay? The Barbs went on her Instagram and started, harassing her. They've been harassing her since the first day that she came for Nicki Minaj, but today they were just on a roll, calling her white trash, 90-pound this, your mama's a crackhead that, your sister's a crackhead child, this, that, and the third, which is completely unnecessary, because if you guys felt that way about Mariah Lynn, then why not say it when it happened? If I can remember correctly, when she came out with about her mom is a crackhead and she steals from the mall and stuff like that, there were more encouraging words than bashing. But now, since she said something against Nicki Minaj, everybody want to drag her through the ringer and talk about her family, which have nothing to do with this reality TV, social media crap that she's in right now. So, she's cut the comments off now, but the comments were pretty harsh earlier today. So I just want to know you guys' opinion on this and Nicki Minaj and all of this beef that she's starting around her, okay? I think that all of this is just promo for Queen Radio. I don't think she got a problem with nobody except Travis Scott, because he beat her out with those damn album sales, selling a goddamn t-shirt. But you know what? She shouldn't blame anybody but her Barbs, because like the Shade Room comments were saying, she got like 90 million fans and sold 200,000 copies. But you guys, that's my time. Just tell me what you think.